Hi children, welcome to Lakshmi Study Room. This is the part 4 video in water lesson from 6th class new science textbook. So let us observe the activity 6. Okay, see, take some water in the glass and add some pieces of ice cubes in it and observe after a few minutes what changes do you observe outer surface of the glass. What will we observe? We will observe some small drops of water on the outer surface of the glass. See, all these are water droplets. And how, where does it come from? Is it come from inside the glass? No, it is come from outside of the glass. So, and what would you would observe the formation of the small drops on the water outer surface of the glass. And why are these drops are formed? The water vapor which surroundings the glass get condensed due to the low temperature of the glass outer surface. See, already we know that air contains water vapor. Air is a water vapor. So, water vapor, it will goes with the help of a higher temperature. Here, the glass surrounding has a lower temperature compared to outer surface of the glass. So, whenever the air, water vapor present in the air, it gets cooled down with the help of ice cubes present in the here. Low temperature is here. So, that's why the water gets cooled and form as a droplets of the water on the surface of the outer surface of the glass. So, do they form if there is no ice in the glass? Do they form? There is no ice in the glass? No, it does not form any water drops if there is no ice in the glass. Take for example, if we don't keep any ice cubes in this glass, there is no formation of droplets. So these ice cubes will provide less temperature around the surface of the glass while compared to the remaining places. So that's why the water vapor present in the atmosphere, it will comes near by the lower temperature and gets cooled and form as a tiny water droplets. Then ice cold water in the glass cools its surface. Air around the glass contains water vapor which is warmer than the surface of the glass. And due to the cold glass, air close to its surface will also become cooler. If we keep the glass with our hand, even our hand also gets lower temperature. So this changes in the water vapor in the air around the surface of the glass into water and forms a small drops of the water on the surface of the glass. Have you observed in your daily life where water vapor changes into water? Have you anywhere observed these type of situations in your daily life? Yes, we have so many examples for this one. So the first one is I have already told you. So dew forming on grass and plants during winter mornings, early morning, and eyeglasses. That means our spectacles are fogging. Eyeglasses are fogging, fogging in a cold winter. And next one is a water drops forming forming a glass holding a cool drink. That means if we pour some cool drink in a glass, so it will around the surface or outer surface of the glass, there will be a formation of water droplets. And cooked food, cooked food lid gets cool, get water drops on the surface of the vessel core. For example, after finishing your mother finishing the cooking, then she will keep the lids on all the vessels. So after some time, if you open the lids, the lid contains some small water droplets where it will come, the water vapor gets cooled and condensed, and it is forms a some tiny water droplets on the lid. So these are all the examples for in our daily life situations. So the water vapor, the process of conversion of water vapor into water is called condensation. So water vapor into water is called condensation. But evaporation is the water changes into water vapor will be called as a evaporation. The process of conversion of water vapor into water is called condensation. Examples for condensation is dew forming on the grass and plants in the early morning, and eyeglasses fogging up in a cold winter day, and water drops forming on a glass holding a cool drink or ice cream, and cooked food lid get water drops when the vessel cooled. And next one is a clouds and rains. On a warm day, the sun heats up the ground as well as the water in the seas, oceans, rivers, ponds. So then this water converted into vapor by the process of evaporation. See, what is evaporation? The water converted into water vapor by the process of evaporation. If the water vapor converted into water, it will be called as a condensation. So condensation is against evaporation. It is completely against evaporation. So evaporation and condensation both are reversible process. And next, water vapor rises up in the atmosphere. As we move away from the surface of the earth, the air becomes cooler. Hence, the water vapor reaches the higher level. It condenses due to contact with the cool air and form a small drops of water droplets. These tiny droplets remain floating in the air at higher levels of atmosphere and appear as a clouds. So the answer for this question, what is this question here? How clouds are formed? If the question gave like this, how clouds are formed? For this question, you have to write this answer like this. What is this one? The water present in the water sources like seas, oceans, rivers, ponds, etc. On the warm day, the water converts into water vapor by the process of evaporation. This water vapor rises up into the atmosphere. As we move away from the surface of the earth, the air becomes cooler. Hence, the water vapor reaches the higher level. It condenses due to the contact with the cool air and forms a small drops of water or water droplets. These tiny droplets remain floating in the air at higher level of the atmosphere and appear as a clouds. So this is the answer for how clouds are formed. And these clouds on the surface of the different water bodies do not stay here. That means clouds are do not stay in one place. They start to move from one place to another in the direction of the winds. That means the direction of the wind, the direction of the clouds also will be changed. As more clouds come together, they become laden with water vapor. Winds bring the clouds from the sea to land. So the movement of the direction of the clouds will be depend on the direction of winds, and whenever these clouds are come together and become laden, that means the large clouds are formed, then the winds brings the clouds from the sea to land. So the colder air in the upper layers of the atmosphere cools the cloud. Have you observed the color of a cloud before it rains? So before raining, what's the color of the clouds? The color of the cloud will be changes from, see, The color of the such cloud changes from white to grey, giving us the feeling of the dark clouds gathering. Even when the size of the water drops increase further, it becomes difficult for cloud to hold them. Then the water drops begin to fall. This is called rain. So this is rain. How clouds convert the rains. So have you observed the color of the cloud before it rains? For this answer, the color of the clouds changes from white to grey, giving us the feeling of the dark clouds gathering. Okay, this is the answer for this question. And how do clouds convert into rain? How this convert into rain? When the size of the water drops increases further, it becomes difficult for the cloud to hold them. So the cloud it will lose the ability to hold the water droplets. Then water droplets begin to fall. This is called as a rain. So these are all the answers for these questions. We all know that without clouds it will not be possible to get rains, and all the clouds do not cause rains. Some changes takes place in the clouds before they cause rain. Sometimes every time the sky has a clouds, but all the clouds do not give rain. So if rain want to fall, some changes have to take place in the clouds before they cause rain. So what changes do you notice in the sky, in the atmosphere before it rain? So before raining, the changes of the changes in the some of the changes will be takes place. And what changes takes place in the clouds before raining? The clouds moving in the air are generally at higher levels. Sometimes the cool breeze coming along with the air makes the clouds cooler. Whenever the cool air, cool breeze coming along with the air makes the clouds cooler. So when our clouds gets cooler, the leads to water droplets present in the clouds to condense and form a large water drops. Further, cooling of clouds increase the size of their water drops and clouds become heavy and descend towards the earth. So then only the size of the water droplets increase and the clouds difficult to hold the water droplets and they begin to fall. So then the rain will be falling. So these are the changes will be takes place before going the rain. So in our daily life, we observe before raining, clouds descend towards the earth's surface and we experience a cool breeze before rainfall. So before rainfall, the atmosphere becomes very cool. So because due to the cool breeze. So in very cold conditions, the drops of the water turn into crystal of ice and fall as a snow. Sometimes big drops of water solidify and into ice fall as a pieces of ice is known as hailstones. So generally we can call it in Telugu, it is Vadagallu. Sometimes big drops of water solidify into ice and fall as a pieces of ice known as hailstone. So this kind of weather condition where rain, snow, sleet or hail fall from the sky is called as a precipitation. So these are all the examples for precipitation. So precipitation form is four forms. That one is a rain, snow and sleet and hail. Then what it is rain? So rain is a water droplets from rain. So what is rain and what is snow? Let us observe. Water droplets falls when the air temperature is above freezing. It will be called as a rain. And what is snow? Snow is already here is there. In very cold conditions, the water drops of water turn into crystals of ice. Water drops converted into crystals of ice and fall as a snow. It will be called as a snow. And sleet. And what is sleet? These occurs when rainfall drops fall through freezing in the air. They turn into pellets of ice. Some pellets of ice will be called as a sleet. And what is snow? Snow is already over, and hail. Hail is also already gave here. So sometimes uh, thunderstorm winds push water back up into the atmosphere. The water turns into ice coated with more water and pushed up into freeze again. This one will be called as a hailstone, or sometimes big drops of water. The big drops of water solidified into ice and fall as a pieces of ice is known as a hailstone. But all these are called as a precipitation. These are all the examples of precipitation. So do you know, generally we get rains in some particular months during the year. So we have a seasons, rainy season, summer season, winter season, autumn season. So these are all the seasons. But in our state, rain occurs normally from June to September. During that season, you might have observed in the sky that clouds are moving along with the winds blowing from the western direction and southwest side. So these winds are called as a southwest monsoon. So these winds are blowing from western direction from south to west side. That's why this monsoon will be called as a southwest monsoon. In which one southwest monsoon takes place from June to September. Similarly, we observe in the months of November and December, rains occur due to the movement of the clouds in the direction of winds blowing from eastern side. So that's why it will be called as a northeast side. It will be come from. So these winds are called as a northeast monsoon. So these northeast monsoon takes place in November and December. Southwest west monsoon takes place in June to September. We have two types of monsoon, that is southwest monsoon and northeast monsoon. Southwest monsoon takes place in the June to September. Northeast monsoon takes place in November and December. Nowadays we are not getting timely rains. That means June to September sometimes they will be uh, late also. They will the monsoon appears late time also. After July also it will come and it will be extended up to October, November also. And northeast wind. Some delaying and some early coming also is there. So and what's the reasons? The seasons are also changing slightly. What's the reason? What is happening? So the reasons for this one is a more industrialization. So more industrialization leads to more pollution, more air pollution. That means the temperature will be increases. Similarly, the vehicles make so much air pollution and global warming and ozone depletion. So all these are reasons for the breakdown of the changing of the seasons are not getting timely rains also. So okay, thank you for watching this video. We will continue in the next video.